Why on earth would you buy a 6-year-old camera, the Sony A6000 in the year 2020? What is wrong with me? Today I want to talk about why I bought the Sony A6000 in the year 2020. And the really main reason, in all fairness, is because of the price. It was really cheap. It was $300 brand new on eBay without the kit lens, just the body alone. I think if you get it with the kit lens, it might be another extra $100, which is still not bad. I just heard some mixed reviews about the kit lens that I didn't want to take a chance since I already had a kit lens on the Sony A7 II that I'm filming on right now. And I wasn't really using it. Once I got better lenses, prime lenses, I decided to sell that one. And same with this one, I just figured I'm not going to waste my time with another kit lens, and I'll just buy some prime lenses for this one. So for the time being, I'm going to be using some of my full frame lenses on this camera. Another reason why I bought this camera too is also because the lenses are very affordable. They're a lot less expensive than the full frames. Sigma also has some pretty good lenses in their lineup. They have a 16mm 1.4, a 30mm 1.4, and I believe a 56. And they all come in at 1.4, so it's pretty wide. You're going to get a lot of light in. So I've heard some really good reviews on that, and I might go ahead and pick one of those up at a later time. But for the time being, I'm going to probably use my 28mm full frame lens on this. And so far, it's looking pretty good. And if you know anything about the Sony system or anything about their cameras, you know that this Sony A6000 has gotten some really good reviews ever since it came out. So I haven't heard anything bad about it, other than, of course, any camera nowadays has specs that are way more than this. You got the flip-up camera on the 6100. The 6600 is actually a really great APS-C from what I've seen, but that one was roughly around $1,500, which I didn't want to spend that much. If I was going to spend $1,500, I would just get a Sony A7 III. And as I've said before, the other main reason why I got it is because of the size and weight. I didn't realize how small this was. I had seen some stuff on YouTube. I actually went to Best Buy and actually did hold this, and I thought it was actually too small. I thought it was a little bit ridiculous. Like, look at my whole hand can fit right over this camera. And so I thought that's a little bit too small for me. But actually when I got it, I was like, this is actually not that bad. I actually like a lighter camera, something lightweight, something small, something I could just take with me. And that's another reason why I picked this up. So the features that you get for this camera, and I'm not going to go over all the specs of this camera. If you're watching this, you probably already know a lot about the A6000. I'm not here to give you spec information on this camera. There's plenty of videos for that. I just want to talk about why I picked it up. And another reason is you get a great bang for your buck for this camera. The fact that I only spent $300 on a pretty decent camera that's going to do 1080 on video and shoot pretty decent photos. That's really the main reason I got this camera. I didn't want to get anything in 4K at the moment, even though 4K is the thing everybody wants to shoot on and all these other specs. And for me, it's like, you know what, I'm just doing small videos like this and behind the scenes where I'm not filming movies, I'm not doing documentaries, I'm doing small things. And I think people get carried away with all the newer and flashier cameras that are out now. And you can get caught up in that hype really easily. And I can too as well, but I have to sit back and look at what is it that I need for right now, for what I'm doing. And to me, I just needed something simple, something small, and just an extra camera to have with me in my bag. In case something goes wrong with my main camera, I can always go to this one. I didn't have a second camera, and that was kind of scaring me a little bit, because when I go out to events and shoot events, weddings, whatever it is, something goes wrong with my camera, I'm just screwed. I have the Canon, but I don't take that with me. The T3i has the kit lens on it, and it's not a great overall look for what I'm used to shooting. So I decided, let me just pick this camera up. In case something happens, I'll have this backup camera. I could still use my full frame lenses on this until I get a couple of dedicated APS-C lenses for this camera. So anyways, guys, that is it. That is the reason why I picked this up. It really just comes down to the price. I'm a cheapskate. I don't like spending a lot of money on cameras and equipment, and I try to get the best bargain out there that I can, which is why I have the Sony A7 II, because it was around $1,200. And even that to me was a lot of money to spend on a camera. And I just didn't want to see myself doing another $2,000, especially in the situation we're all in where we can't afford to be buying things right now. So I was saving up for the Sony A6100, but since I already had the 300 for this, I decided I'm just going to pick this up for right now. And this is going to hopefully do a great job for me. I think it will. So anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and don't forget to hit that like button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.